Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for 4 signs that you do not know your self-worth. Well, I am Cherry Twitty-Hawkins, your self-care coach for moms, helping moms to rediscover the woman within by practicing self-awareness, self-love, and self-confidence. And I know a lot of us as moms, we have things such as mom guilt. I don't know if that's ever going to go away. We have a lot of issues with self-esteem that came from our childhood and many of you know this, when we become moms, those things come out. It's like our kids mirror us. They really mirror us. And they bring out those things that we thought we had hidden so well or that we had healed from. And one of those things is our self-worth. You know, God says we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's not just something you should be saying, that's something you should be believing. But think about when your kids, they come to you and they're down, their spirit is down, they may be hanging their head low, whispering, or they may be mad and saying, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not pretty enough. And of course, you go into mama mode, into mama bear mode, as we call it. You're like, no, baby, you are smart enough, you are beautiful enough. And just think about the feelings you have at the same time of maybe anger and maybe disappointment, because sometimes we blame ourselves, which is not right, but we do that. Think about all those emotions you have when you see your children like that. Think about that. Do you have those same feelings when you are telling yourself negative things, when you are not feeling worthy? We need to start doing that. We need to start acknowledging those feelings, and we need to start the same way we go into mama bear mode with our kiddos. We need to go in mama bear mode with ourselves, okay? They say the same way we nurture our children, we need to also nurture ourselves, and it is so true. All right, guys, 4 signs that you don't know your self-worth. Number 1 is you overcommit. You say yes to almost everything. Somebody asks you, sure, okay, I will take care of that. Sure, yes, of course, I got this. And your body is like, no, I'm tired, I need some rest. Just think about like a plant, and I don't really have a green thumb, as some people call it. You know, I guess it's what you call a black thumb. Where I'm not really good with plants. So think about somebody like me having a plant, and maybe you're like this as well. And the plant requires lots of sunlight, very little water. And you just pour water all on that plant. You just dousing it with water. What is the plant going to do? The plant is going to die. It's going, that's too much water. And the plant is like, help me, you're drowning me, help me. But guess what? When you're saying yes to all these things, all these distractions, guess what your body inside is saying? Help me, I'm drowning. So we really need to think about that. When we're saying yes to all of these people and all of these things, it's because we're forgetting our worth. We're forgetting that we're worthy of saying no to other people and other things so that we can say yes to ourselves. To me, to you, because we need time to rest. We need time to relax. We need time to do the things that we love to do. Okay? So that is number 1. Number 2, is we don't respect ourselves. And what does that mean? That means we do not honor ourselves. We do not look at ourselves and say, man, I really admire her for all that she does. Just think about maybe a father or a mother figure or a public figure. Like, I love listening to inspirational speakers. I'm like, man, I love the way she said that. I love the way her voice changed. Or I love the way they are with their family. Or maybe even your kids, you know, you're like, man, I'm so proud of her for accomplishing that. Just think about that when you're looking at them and how much respect and admiration you have for them. Do you do that for yourself? If you don't know your self-worth, because you are absolutely amazing. So I want you to start thinking about that. The negative thoughts you have, that's why I wrote an affirmation book for moms. to let you know the words that you should be saying about yourself. So if you know that you're consistently saying negative things about yourself, that is a clue that your self-worth is much lower than it should be. So that's number 2. Number 3 is you feel shame and guilt. Why do you feel this shame and guilt? There's many different reasons. We all have different things going on in our lives. And I mentioned the mom guilt before, because like I said, we all have it. But the question is, many of you may be saying, what is the difference between shame and guilt? Because I feel like they're the same thing. Shame is a feeling you have because of who you are. Like a person as a whole, you feel shame because you're not like this or you're not like that. And guilt is basically a decision. Like I've seen a lot of moms, and I absolutely love it. If you haven't done it, do it. Saying that they have taken vacations, like a staycation, staying in a hotel for a night, up to 3 nights. No, I think the lady said up to a week. And I'm like, yes, do that, do that. But moms are attacking these moms saying, you're not a good mom. Why would you want to break from your kids? All of these things. And I'm like, what? No, we need that time to refresh, to relax, relate, release, as they say. So if you're feeling that guilt, and again, it may not ever go away, especially mom guilt, but you should know, hey, I am good enough. I deserve for all the stuff I do for everybody else, some time to myself. I've done it. Did I feel a little guilt? Yes. Did that stop me from doing it and enjoying myself? No, not at all. And I was a better wife, better mom, better woman for it because I was just able to say, whew. So when you're saying no to others, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad because sometimes you need to say no just to save your sanity, right? So that's number 3. And number 4, guys, this one is big. We determine our worth by others. We determine by what this person says, what this person says. Well, she said I should do this. She said, well, he said, or they said. Okay, but you know who your worth is determined by? Say it with me. God. My worth is determined by God. Guess what? It never changes. The way he sees you, the way he views you, when he created you, he knew you were amazing. He knew that he had wonderful things in store for you. That never changes. But guess what? Your friends and your family, no matter what good they have in mind, it's going to change or it's going to differ from what God says. So when you're trying to please all these different people, again, you're forgetting that I'm already worthy. I'm already fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm already God's masterpiece. So when somebody doesn't like the way you raising your child, doesn't like what you're wearing, doesn't like that you started a business, doesn't like that you changed your career path, whatever it is, you need to go back and say, what does God say about me? What does God say about me? God says you're already worthy, period, because you were born. Okay, so when somebody makes you feel bad or you're feeling like, oh, I need to do this to please this person. Oh my gosh, well, maybe I'll do this when I go over here. And then when I go, and then you're different people. Then you're faking because you're pretending to be all these different people. And you're not being true to the woman or the man of God that you are. And again, this is for moms, but I know some fellas be watching too. So be true to who you are and know that you are worthy. Know that you are worthy. When you feel any of these things coming on, go back to, I am worthy. When I want to overcommit, I am worthy. When I have negative thoughts, I am worthy. When I want to try to people please everybody, I am worthy. And all of these things I'm saying, they're affirmations. You're speaking what you want in your life. And if you are a mom of faith who is looking for affirmations, words that you can speak, that you know are rooted in God's truth, I've written a book for you. Many of you guys know about it. If you don't, For the month of March, I am promoting my latest book, Self-Care Affirmations for Moms. And the bundle includes this book, as well as an audio course with over 40 minutes of audio with affirmations, as well as practical ways to apply it to your life, and an audio course for a special low price. Again, this is only for Women's History Month. So if it's after this time, I'm so sorry, but you missed out. But you always buy them separately after March. But it's great because, again, different senses. You can read it, you can listen to it, and you can watch it. And when you do those things, these words, these affirmations, these positive thoughts about yourself become more ingrained in your thought process. And you're saying different things, and you start to believe and then take action and create the life that God has for you, which I'm hoping for you. And I know you and your children and your family and the world wants as well. Thank you guys again for watching. I'm Sherry Twitty-Hawkins, your self-care coach for moms. And moms, remember, you matter too. God bless.